Hello and welcome back to Chasing the Target. This is the preview for the match between Rajasthan Royals versus Kolkata Knight Riders. It's a massive game for both teams. Both need a win. If they lose, then their destiny is in other teams' hands, and it's very difficult for them to qualify. You can say more than likely they will be out of the tournament if they lose. तो बहुत बड़ा गेम है आज. संजू सैमसन versus Nitesh Rana. Rajasthan Royals have won the toss, selected to bowl first. Trent Bolt comes in for Kuldeep Yadav, and I think it's K. Asif who comes in for Murugan Ashwin. Those are the two changes for Rajasthan Royal. For Kolkata Knight Riders, Ankul Roy comes in I think in place of Vaibhav Arora. So that's the change they made because as a Dikra pitch is going to be dry. It's going to be the same as the Punjab pitch where there was quite a degree of turn. So यहाँ पे और turn हो सकता है. It'll be good for batting against the fast bowlers, but against the spinners, it might be a bit tougher. If there is no dew, then the Rajasthan bowlers can have a field day. They do have high quality spin options. Chahal is 1 wicket away from being the all-time leading wicket taker in the IPL. तो वो बहुत बड़ा achievement होगा उसके लिए. Ashwin is also plenty of experience. If you look at KKR, they also got Varun Chakravarti, who's in outstanding form. Narayan's not been in the best of forms, मगर वो भी threat हो सकता है. That you have Ankul Roy to support also. तो plenty of high quality spin options. And you have really good batting as well on both sides. You got Josh Butler, Sanju Samson, Hetmeyer, Jaiswal in one side in Rajasthan. In KKR, you've got Jason Roy, you've got Gurbaz, you've got Nitesh Rana, Rinku Singh, Andre Russell. So takkar ka mukabla hai. I feel for Rajasthan it's going to be very important for Hetmeyer to come back into form because he's tapered off a bit. इतना अच्छा start दिया राजस्थान के लिए और वहाँ पे उन लोग मैचेस जीत रहे थे. जब उसका फॉर्म डाउन हुआ राजस्थान भी हारना शुरू कर दिया. तो Hetmeyer का चलना बहुत जरूरी है आज मेरे हिसाब से. And yeah, they need runs from the top always. Jaiswal, Butler and Samson. उसमें से एक दो अगर परफॉर्म कर लिया तो बहुत फायदा हो जाएगा. They will be chasing this time around. I think Sanju Samson's fed up of defending and making mistakes in terms of bowling changes, and it might be a bit more clear cut, but it won't be that easy against the KKR bowlers as well. KKR do have a very good spin department where they will look to attack is the KKR fast bowlers. I think that's where Rajasthan will look to capitalize. It's a bit more inexperienced, that KKR fast bowling. So the likes of Butler, Jaiswal, especially in the power play, will probably look to score as many runs as possible, put pressure so that when the spinners come in, they can, knock it around and then find the gaps and put away the bad balls. I think that should be the plan. And then if you flip it around, KKR, I think their middle order is strong. Whereas Rajasthan, the top order is strong. So thoda sa farak hai isme. And that middle order will be tested against Chahal, it will be tested against Ashwin. तो बहुत अच्छा battle होना. Nitesh Rana has an excellent record against Ashwin, and he has a terrible record against Chahal. So it is a bit weird because the ball is coming in, he's struggling more, whereas the ball going away from him, he plays it better, which is not the ideal thing for left-handed batsmen. But yeah, it is Nitesh Rana's thing. Against Ashwin, he's never lost his wicket. I think he scored like 90 odd runs and 55 deliveries against him, whereas against Chahal, he scored like 80 of 68 and lost 5 wickets. He's lost his wicket 5 times to Yuzvendra Chahal. तो मेरे हिसाब से बहुत वो अच्छा मैचअप होने वाला है. The spinners versus Rinku Singh versus Nitesh Rana versus Andre Russell. Look, Andre Russell is coming back into form. We know that against spin he could be an issue, but again he will look to target the fast bowlers. Trent Bolt is there. I think that bolsters Rajasthan's attack. I think uski jo kami महसूस हो रही थी बहुत बड़ा था. They were having problems in the death. They're having problems in between as well. And Bolt is someone who can calm things down. Hopefully he has that experience. He can hit the Yorker when required. He has a good slower one on him as well. Plenty of experience. So मेरे हिसाब से Trent Bolt वापस आना ये राजस्थान टीम में बहुत ज्यादा important है राजस्थान रॉयल्स के लिए, and he can lead from the front in my opinion with the ball. The key players to watch out for, if I look at my fantasy picks for today, from Rajasthan Royals, it's a tricky one, but I'm probably going to go with Josh Butler. I think he scored a 90 against Sunrisers. He's getting back into form, and Josh Butler is needed, is required. If Rajasthan Royals want to qualify for the playoffs, they need big innings now. Next 3 games, they need Butler to go big, and I think that last game will give him confidence. Also, initially, he'll enjoy batting on this pitch. I feel maybe later it'll be conducive to spin, but I think he'll enjoy it in the power play. So I'm going to go Josh Butler from my Rajasthan Royals picks, and from KKR, it's a tricky one, but I'm going to go with Andre Russell. Andre Russell, I think, is getting back into form. With the ball, he can be lethal as well. He can pick up wickets for you. It depends on how many overs he gets. Nitesh Rana is an option now as well because उन्हें भी bowling कर रहा है and batting तो अच्छे form में है वो. कप्तानी बहुत जबरदस्त कर रहा है. कप्तानी के points मिलते नहीं unless he's your captain in the fantasy. But yeah, he'll get you runs either with the ball or with the bat. He is a good differential option, Nitesh Rana, in my opinion. तो ये तरीके की चीज़ें हैं। ये मैच के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण मैच है, इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है दोनों साइड्स के लिए। अगर हार गए तो इट्स वर्चुअली आउट ऑफ देयर हैंड्स, दे रिक्वायर ऑन मिरेकल्स एंड अदर रिजल्ट्स टू गो देयर वे। अगर जीते तो भाई तो फिर आपका प्लेऑफ का रोड खुला रहता है, एंड यू जस्ट कीप गोइंग एंड ट्राइंग टू गेट एज मेनी विंस एज पॉसिबल टू सीमेंट द टॉप 4। इसलिए बहुत बड़ा मैच है। आई होप इट्स अ क्लोज गेम एज वेल अगेंस्ट टू रियली गुड साइड्स। इट्स गोना बी पैक्ड एटमॉस्फेयर इन द ईडन गार्डन्स। अगर आप फॉर्म भी देखें, राजस्थान रॉयल्स का ऐसा ग्राफ चल रहा है, नीचे जा रहा है और केकेआर को ऊपर जा रहा है। आई थिंक केकेआर हैव won the last 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, something like that, whereas Rajasthan Royals have lost 5 out of 6. तो बिल्कुल एक डाउनवर्ड स्लोप पे जा रहा है, एक अपवर्ड स्लोप पे जा रहा है, and that is going to might be the key over here. Rajasthan Royals really need to step things up now and turn things around. टीम तो बहुत अच्छी है, मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है इन लोग क्यों इतना हार रहे हैं। इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ इंडिविजुअल एरर्स, मिस्टेक्स ऑन द फील्ड। टीम तो तगड़ी है, हर मैच में compete करते हैं, इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस भी आ रहे हैं, लेकिन एज अ टीम दे आर मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स एज अ कलेक्टिव। इवन इंडिविजुअल एरर्स जैसा संदीप शर्मा का नो बॉल हो गया, वो भी इट्स कॉस्टिंग देम अ लॉट, बहुत महंगा पड़ रहा है इन लोगों के लिए। तो ये सब अगर उन लोग लिमिट करें और डिसिप्लिन ज्यादा दिखाएं फील्ड पे तो राजस्थान को चांस है। बिकॉज अगर आप देखें ऑन पेपर बैटिंग तगड़ी है उनके पास, आपके पास ओपनर्स सॉलिड है, आपके पास मिडिल ऑर्डर सॉलिड है, फिनिशर सॉलिड है जुरेल और हेटमायर में। बॉलिंग ऑप्शंस आपके पास ट्रेंट बोल्ट है, अश्विन चाहल, दिट इज इनक्रेडिबल बॉलिंग एज वेल। तो इतने वीकनेसेस है नहीं, मगर ये इंडिविजुअल एरर्स, ये डिसिप्लिन का जो इशू है, दैट्स वेयर दे हैव टू कट डाउन। केकेआर डेंजरस है बिकॉज अनप्रिडिक्टेबल। कभी कभी रिंकू सिंह आके 5 छक्के मार देगा, कभी रसल आके मार देगा 3 छक्के एक ओवर में, कभी जेसन रॉय ऊपर से मार देगा। तो एंड नाउ केकेआर की टीम अभी लग रही है एज अ टीम बिकॉज बैटिंग सॉलिड हो गया। आई थिंक that inclusion of Jason Roy might be a potential game changer, and if they do make the playoffs, he might be one of the reasons because वो balance लेके आ रहा है। Yes, it means that Indian fast bowling थोड़ा inexperienced हो जाता है, but वो लोग संभाल ले रहे हैं। They're making it up. They have very good spinners as well. And some bowlers like Harshit Rana and stuff have done decent jobs. So वो थोड़ा सा इशू है, but overall उनकी टीम अभी टीम लग रही है। स्पेशली अगर बैटिंग तो बहुत डेंजरस दिख रही है मुझे अभी। आपके पास रिंकू, आंड्रे, राणा, ये जेसन रॉय, गुरबाज, दैट्स अ सॉलिड बैटिंग लाइनअप राइट नाउ, द क्लिकिंग एट द राइट टाइम। With the ball they have match winners, they have Varun Chakravarti. Narayan still hasn't clicked, like in the last 6-7 games he's only picked up a wicket, I think, and his economy is like 8, which is the highest for him in the last few years in the IPL. तो मेरे हिसाब से ये दूसरे प्लेयर जब क्लिक करेंगे केकेआर तो बहुत डेंजरस हो सकती है। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम काइंड ऑफ स्कैर्ड फॉर राजस्थान इन दिस गेम। आई एम स्टिल टिपिंग देम टू विन बिकॉज आई थिंक ऑन पेपर उनकी टीम बहुत अच्छी है, तगड़ी टीम है, एंड अगर डिसिप्लिन रखे जैसा मैं पहले बोला तो जीत सकते हैं मैच। दे हैव टू जस्ट इग्नोर दीज एरर्स, आई मीन नॉट इग्नोर, दे हैव टू अवॉइड दीज एरर्स। Whereas KKR, again, dangerous team, but on their day they can win, they can lose. It all depends on the day उनके खिलाड़ियां क्या करने वाले हैं। They are, if I see, yeah, KKR is batting first, so they need a good start. I think if they get around 180, that's an extremely good score, especially with their spinners. The only thing is, agar due pada, तो they'll need that extra 10-15 run cushion, because agar due hai, तो फिर it'll be easy for the Rajasthan batsmen to get off to a good start, and the turn won't be as effective. If it's dry, if it doesn't, there's no due नहीं, अगर औंस नहीं पड़ती है तो फिर उसके बाद it'll become a very challenging chase then. We saw even in the KKR Punjab game, फंस गया था मैच, और उसने निकाला था आंड्रे रसल 3 छक्के उड़ा के, then रिंकू सिंह फिनिश किया, तो वहां पे भी फंस गया था। It's not going to be that easy to chase if there's no due, and we saw that in the last game. So it's important, both teams do their first bit well, and then in the second bit keep calm, keep composed. The pressure will be on today, no doubt. आज बहुत pressure होने वाला है because must win है दोनों के लिए. It's about keeping calm. That experience will help in the end. Whoever is there, whether it's with the ball or bat, that experience will count. The only thing I worry about KKR is the death bowling. That's the only thing I'm stressed about a bit for them. Whereas Rajasthan, I think now with Bolt back, they'll be a bit more calm, because last game में तो कुलदीप यादव भी पिट गया था, मगर Bolt आ गया, Bolt है, संदीप शर्मा है. I think they can manage in that manner. I think also अगर मैं देखा तो KM आसिफ भी आ गया, so they do have options in terms of fast bowling Rajasthan Royals. The impact subs for KKR, Suyash Sharma, Vaibhav Arora, Jagdishan, Lockie Ferguson, Umesh Yadav. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है Suyash Sharma will come in, particularly with the ball potentially going to turn. He will come in as the impact sub. And for Rajasthan Royals, you got Devdutt Padikkal, Riyan Parag, Ashwin, Navdeep Saini, Donovan Ferreira. Now the problem is Ryan Parag is probably, he's been in very poor form, so they'll probably have to go with Padikal. Padikal, we know, is an opener. In the middle order, he's not as fluent, but we still saw some contributions from him in this season, so they'll probably go with Padikal as their impact sub. आप लोग भी comment section में बताइए कौन जीत रहा है ये game, who are the players to watch out for you, who's your captain, vice captain going into this if you're playing the fantasy game as well. If you look at the boundaries, यहाँ पे 55 के भी meter boundary है और 73 भी है, so there will be one side longer than the other, and उस हिसाब से फील्ड भी सेट होंगे, बॉलिंग चेंजेस भी उस हिसाब से होंगे, बैट्समैन भी टारगेट ऐसा करेगा, yeah, whether he's batting first or chasing, depending on the boundary size, which boundary he's hitting towards. So that is also going to be crucial in this game. So yeah, like I mentioned, the key battles, एक तो वो है भाई चाहल और अश्विन वर्सेस नितेश राणा एंड रसल एंड रिंकू सिंह, मिडिल ऑर्डर वर्सेस द स्पिनर्स. फिर ट्रेंट बोल्ट versus Jason Roy and Gurbaz. That's going to be a very, very good battle. And then if you flip it around, it's going to be, I think, also from the other side, ये जो KKR के जो bowlers है, fast bowlers, आपके हर्षित राणा and these guys are up against Butler, Samson, वो बहुत बड़ा हो सकता है. That could be a game changer as well. If Butler gets off to a flyer, then he can put pressure on the spinners also. So it's going to be key in the opening overs as well for KKR. They need their young Indian attack to get some wickets and basically get in there. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for joining. हम लोग मैच के बाद फिर जुड़ेंगे, आपको रिव्यू देंगे मैच का. आप लोग भी जुड़िए, कमेंट्स आपके भेजते रहिए and let us know what you're going to think of the game. And yeah, can't wait to see you guys. Take care of yourselves and see you in the evening.